Hi, and welcome to Marshy's Inspired Studio. So, today we are talking about something that's heavy on my heart, going to yet another funeral. Um, you know, you get to be a certain age, and unfortunately, your friends they start to go to the other side. And all I can say is enjoy your life because we are only here for a flicker. I'm the author of Grandparent Memories from the Heart. You can find that in the link below, as well as 13 interactive challenges to self discovery. Now, this brings me to a couple of more links down below, which is absolutely free to you and they're resources for you. So I hope you'll take them because I think the reason you're on this video is because you're hurting. And I created Let Go. It's a poster and it's free for you. All you have to do is just click the link and get it. The other one is a prayer and mindset guide, absolutely free. Now, my friend, I didn't know her very long. She was a new friend, meaning less than a year. Well, maybe a little bit longer than a year, but not by much. And I met her at my quilt guild, and she ended up being my secret quilt pal for the year. And she was so delightful, and we had so much in common. Her husband's name is the same as my boyfriend's name. She did bookkeeping. I do bookkeeping. We had the same interest in things. She loved to swim. I swim. We just had a lot of things in common. Quilting, and she just retired. Okay. She hadn't been retired 6 months and had a stroke. All right. In my book, I talk about health and fitness. There's a reason for that. She ended up having a stroke and then another one. And then they told her she had brain cancer, stage 4. She came to the Quilt Guild's uh, quilt show in the summer, and it's December now. And it just goes by that fast. So if you have a new friend or an old friend, always tell them you love them. Reach out to them, encourage them. Um, I reached out to her and it was difficult. And you can find in the video that I wrote that I did about come visit me. You can find that in the playlist. Um, but she's not the first friend that I've having to go to the funeral. Yeah, friends that I've had from high school gone, you know. One in particular I can think it's been almost 10 years that they've been gone and cancer took them. And I need you to really hear what I'm saying. I feel your pain if you've lost somebody, like your friend or a loved one. And that's normal to grieve, okay? But honor them. Find a way to honor them. So, one of the gifts that she gave me was a flying geese. Now, Still learning how to quilt. So I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to. And it'll be one of those things that I hang in my house and I will honor her and her life, right? Um, some, as you know, if you follow me at all, you know I'm a Christian and I'm, I think it is important to honor and respect the person's, excuse me, funeral. So I found out about it yesterday and I'm going tomorrow. Now, I have all kinds of stuff planned for tomorrow, but I'm going to drop some things and go. And one of the things that I have found fascinating about going to a service or a funeral is that you learn about people from the perspective of other people, how they've impacted that person. You know, those acts of kindness that you show to someone makes a difference in that other person's life. She showed me so much kindness and grace, and she always had a smile on her face. And so it'll be interesting to hear what other people experience and memories they have of her. Just know that we're all born and we all die. We come in with this world with nothing and we leave this world with nothing. I believe I'm going to be with my maker. All right. But meanwhile, I'm not rushing it either. You know what I'm saying? So you have to live your life to the fullest. If there is something you're wanting to do it. I'm in a couple of weeks I'm going to go parasailing. I've never done that, but I'm going to go. You see that I travel. If you follow me and my cruising or my other travel videos, I'm trying to live life and just make the most of it because for some reason I'm still here. Okay? And I want to, how do I put this? I can grieve, but at the same time, you better take life by the tail. You have got to let bitterness go. You have got to honor that person, be happy about that person, celebrate that person, right? I'm not saying don't be upset, but I am saying honor them. You know, they don't want you moping all along and just, they want you to be happy. And this, I just thought of this. The last, was it the last cruise I was on or the one before? I can't remember. But there was a lady sitting next to me at the bar. And she goes, "This is a really hard cruise for me." And I said, "Why?" She goes, "Because I had planned, my girlfriend and I of 50 years, and their husbands and families were all supposed to come on this cruise." And she said, she got sick and she died. She goes, I couldn't go to the funeral. So none of the family are here, just my husband and I. And she was just crying at the bar. I was crying with her, right? I said, "But you got to make the best of this because you know your girlfriend of 50 years, your bestie, is wanting you to have a good time and honor her. Think about all the times you did go on the beach, all the times you thought about boys and this and that. You've got to honor her." So it's hard. I'm not telling you it's not hard. And my heart goes out to you. And if I could, I would just hug you right now and let you know that you're not alone. That's what this channel's about, right? You're not alone. I've given you some resources. I try and be as transparent as I can with you. If it's a loved one, right, you have to get some help. If um, a grieving group. I'm not saying stay there forever, but walk through those stages of grieving because there are stages. And you're never going to forget your spouse, right? And you might find love again. Most men find love again really quick. I remember my father-in-law well, my mother-in-law passed away. And it wasn't 6 months later, he was getting married to somebody else. I've seen this repeatedly in other situations. And the kids are just besides themselves because they've lost their mother and they can't understand how their dad can move on so quickly. So you need to understand that could happen. It could happen even though you're not done grieving. They're ready to get on with their life and they realize life is short, so they're trying to take that tiger by the tail. The whole purpose of this video is just to let you know that if you're grieving, you're not alone. Okay? You're not alone. And it helps to talk about it. And it does help to go to the service and the funeral if you're debating whether you should or shouldn't. I always encourage you to go because even though you may know no one there, okay? And I've had to deal with that before where I didn't know anybody there, but I knew that person. And that person touched all those other people's lives or they wouldn't be there. Okay? So look at it as a learning experience and know that you are courageous and that you can do it and it's okay. It's okay. Whatever you decide is okay. In my book, I also talk about loving yourself. Hug yourself right now, right? Know that you are real and it is okay. It is okay. And you go to honor them, to remember them, because I believe that they do have the opportunity to look down and see who's there, who cares, right? And just just know it'll be okay. All right? Just know it'll be okay. And you're courageous, you're brave, and you can do it. I remember when I had to go to my grandmother's funeral. I hadn't seen her since I was like 13 years old. And I was probably 53. So a lot of time had gone by. And I didn't know anybody. Because her kids, but one went to the funeral. And I remember being in a parking lot across from the funeral home, whether I should go or not. And I called my uncle. And I said, because he didn't go. And I said, should I go? And he said something so profound to me, so encouraging to me, even though he wasn't going. And I understood why. He said, well, you might meet your cousin. And I was like, oh, I didn't think of that. And sure enough, I did. And that has been the biggest blessing for me. So you never know what's going to happen when you go to a funeral or the service. So I encourage you to go because it's a healing for you. No, they're not there, maybe in spirit form. But all the people they impacted are there. And that helps you heal you. It helps cleanse you. It starts the healing process. The service is more about the people left behind, not them. It is about them. Don't get me wrong. It is about them, but it's honoring them, and it's a healing process for the ones left behind. I hope this helps. Be blessed, and let me know if this encouraged you. Okay, bye-bye.